From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Tonight, it's our first Monday night game of the new season, and we've got a good one coming up, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Miami Dolphins. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. Again, it's Achane. And he's got some space here. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 36-yard line. He's able to whip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
Pushing his way through, and he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now it's second and 10.
All right, let's go.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 3rd and 7. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
A 31-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
To throw on second down, Elliott. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 55 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
They'll run for it with Achane. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll go. Achane. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Elliott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Elliott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this out past the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Off the play fake. Elliott. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They go play action here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
That's thrown quickly out wide to Lazard. And out of bounds right around the 20. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
On 1st down, Elliott. They'll set up the screen for Hall. Down inside the 10. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter. as they go to work on a 1st and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Back to throw. Elliott. And it'll be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us. No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So how about that? You draft him in the 1st round back in April, hoping he'll make some plays for you. And now look at this. Instant dividends. A pick 6 in his very first NFL game.
Put that ball on the mantle at home, young man.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Xavier Gipson now from his end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Looking to throw. Elliott looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he'll be out right at the 35. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Jets first down.
And now they'll shift things around. Straight ahead is Hall. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Elliott. Throw left side, complete. That's Hall. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll give to Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 24. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll run with Hall. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Give to Hall running right. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. One more time with Hall. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Looking to throw. Elliott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, Charles, certainly circle that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said, give me the analytics. And the analytics said, go for it. Didn't work out.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On second down, Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Now Tua going to change the play. On first down, Tagovailoa. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 62 yards. And the Dolphins are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, hit it.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And going deep for Hill. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Elliott gonna look deep for Wilson. That's caught inside the 20. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Elliott, little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Ball on a get up the middle. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And quickly they get to the line.
A gain of 5 yards. First down, Jets.
Throwing on first down, Elliott. His throw incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Elliott. And my goodness, another interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, I mean, we get it. They're trying to make something happen here this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because his offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll go down as a gain of 6, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. A tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And now here is another interception. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
2 and now on first down. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Jets are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Channing Tindall. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at the 34.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Throwing left side, it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
They'll run, Achane. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
From the gun, it's Tua. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on third down.
It went for broke on third down, and it would have really lit up the sideline if that one had worked. What do they do now on fourth down?
McPherson's kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
On third down, here's Hall. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. 99 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run with Hall. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal. Abanikanda will take this one in. Touchdown, New York. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. A pretty big opening there on 1st down. 8 yards up to the 33.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he'll have a Dolphins 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
2 and now on 1st down. And swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll dump this off to Achane. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away.
And it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2nd and 10.
Looking to pass. Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game.
And the Dolphins are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Second down and 6 now. On second down, a run with Hall.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
They'll go again with Hall.
And it's a fumble.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And now an audible here into something else. Abanikanda on 1st and 10.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but
They can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop. That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Elliott being chased out left. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That is caught. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Hall. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Achane. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 96 yards rushing for him with the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. There
he goes right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. McPherson now for the extra point. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give running right is Hall. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped it. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better.